Hey guys, Buddy Harris here, CEO of Fitness Addiction Personal Training, coming to you from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hope you're well. Quick video about the perfect trinity of health and fitness. If you've ever read the Bible, you know there's a perfect trinity in the Bible, and this is not that same perfect trinity I'm talking about, although it is a perfect trinity. And there's three of them. Okay, number one, and there's not a close second, number one is your kitchen. Number two is your resistance training. Number three is your cardio. You can overlap two and three however you like. We're here to talk about this one here primarily. It's the kitchen, folks. How many of you know somebody for 30 years since the 80s who's been lifting weights, who's been doing cardio, who's been doing the same thing their entire life? And guess what? They look exactly the same they did in high school. Now, I know a lot of us would love to look the same way we did in high school. But my point is, I know guys that I graduated from high school with who in 1985 lifted weights for an hour and a half a day. They lifted weights their entire life for an hour and a half a day, guys, and they look exactly the same today. Conversely, I know people at the gyms I go to in the mornings. They're pumping out the elliptical. They're on the treadmill and they're sweating. They got their towel in their water and they're pumping for an hour. But they've got guts out to here. Alcohol, the wrong kind of foods, fast foods, and it just and look, God bless you. If you're happy with that, then you go do you, boo. I'm not here trying to change you, but I'm saying this: if you're putting in that work, reap the full benefits of the Trinity. Don't leave out the most important. These two are important, yes, but don't leave out number one. Number one is that kitchen. Our bodies are high performance vehicles. They will run based on what we put into them and what we don't put into them. If you don't fuel that Ferrari, guess what's going to happen? You run at 180 miles down the road and it's going to run out of gas on you. Our bodies are the same way. You've got to put high quality, high octane fuel into that body, and you have to do it repetitively. If you're on the 1 to 2 meal per day thing, add to it. And I don't take people who are eating once or twice a day, which a lot of Americans are, and add 2 or 3 meals overnight to them. If you're on 1 meal, add 2. If you're on 2, add a third. If you're on 3, make it to 5. This is not about intermittent fasting. I'm not here to talk about that. It does have its place. Not a huge fan. We're talking about fueling that high performance vehicle. Get those meals in. You need about a gram of high quality protein per weight of body mass. And you need about 2.25 to 0.30 grams of fat per gram of body weight. And carbohydrates, not a necessity, but you know, a good number for a guy, somewhere around 80 to 100 grams. And for one of the ladies, you know, somewhere 40 to 60 grams. I mean, on an average based diet, but body does not have to have it. There's argument there. I have lived on a sustained basis on very little carbohydrates and felt great. Yeah, the food doesn't taste the best. But we all know the deal there. If it goes into your mouth and tastes good, spit it back out. It's not good for you. So, I know the people who work with me get tired of hearing me talk about this. But this is an evolution of your mind, because most of us, number one, do not eat the correct volume of food. We don't eat enough meals. And number two, we certainly don't eat the right things. So this is about reprogramming your mind to fuel that Ferrari, to fuel that race car, and to do it frequently. You guys ever watch a race? I'm not a big race fan, but these professional drivers pit throughout the race. They strategically plan these pits with their pit crews. They're on radios and stuff in their headsets. They know, unless something catastrophic happens, they know when they're going to pit. They know about when they're going to pit. And it's the same way with this. The last part of this, which goes back to those race cars, is planning. And we all know, and if you don't know, that failing to plan is planning to fail. Period. With any aspect in life. But most importantly, with our nutrition, with our kitchen, you got to plan this stuff out. You have to have a plan. You have to have a program. Put it on your refrigerator. Take photos of it. Keep it in your telephone for when you're not around. The number one excuse, this is the number one excuse I get. Well, I'm out and the only thing that's around is Bojangles. Or only thing around is Waffle House or whatever it is. You didn't plan. You didn't plan. Do you have food at home? I've got food at home. Then you didn't plan. If you're having to go eat a lot of burgers somewhere, you did not plan this thing out. So plan it. If you're going to be away, take your food with you. Okay? Pack it up. Or here's another option. Know where there's healthy opportunities nearby. McAllister's, for example, national franchise, great food menus. Most fast casual places have some kind of grilled chicken breast. A lot of places have steamed broccoli or mixed vegetables. It just stop making excuses because it's there. You just have to plan for it. You have to take the time to do it, and you have to get those meals in. And so I'm putting this out because I get so many questions. I get so many messages on Facebook. What do I eat? What about this? What about that? You have to have a plan first. I can't just tell you, hey, eat 2 cups of broccoli, a cup of rice, and 5 grilled chicken breasts each day. It doesn't work that way. You have to have a plan, and then once you have that plan, you put those meals in there. That plan has to be made out around your day. Okay, this is when you can eat. This is when this is your day. So you have to have a plan based on your individual life first, and then from there, then you take the foods and put those into a manageable plan that you use throughout your day. That's pretty much it. Again, the perfect trinity, and it is a perfect trinity of health and fitness. What's number 1? The kitchen. And then number 2 and 3, your resistance training and your cardio. I'll talk more about those later. Get your kitchen in order. If you need help, reach out to me. I can help you. And if not, there's thousands of people like me who can. Google has a wealth of information. Just make sure you know where you're getting your information from, and it's a credible, reputable source. Okay? All right. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Later.